सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। Hari Om to all. We have gathered today, and next few sessions we are going to be together for a very specific purpose. That specific purpose is what? Suppose you go to Agra, let us say, for vacation. Agra, everybody knows where is Agra. Suppose you go to Agra and you go and watch everything else other than Taj Mahal and come back. What will people say? You didn't see Taj Mahal. Suppose you go to seashore, ocean, and you are sitting like this, ocean is behind you and seeing, wow, very nice. What will happen? The purpose for which you are going to that particular place has got value because of something. If you don't do that, if you don't see that and see everything else, it is still of no use. Do you agree? Do you agree? Now, we all are here staying in Adi Shankara Nilayam, and we don't know the value, we don't know the blessings that we are getting by staying here. Swami Advayananji always used to tell one story. One old man was there, staying alone. His daughter, son, etc. Everybody is in different part of the world. Not staying with him, he is staying, alone in some village. One day what happened, his daughter came to visit him, and she said, Daddy, what you should do, no? I have got a gift for you. What is the gift? Gift is the laptop. I am going to gift you laptop. You should use it. Old man said, okay, I will use. So the daughter gave the gift of laptop and went back to her home. After few days, she came again to visit her father. The moment she entered, what did she ask? Are you using laptop? He said, yes. See there. In the cupboard, nice glass cover, and in that laptop is kept. Like some photo, trophy, etc. you put, no? Like that. Daughter said, it is not to be kept, it is to be used. Okay, she went. Next time she came back again, same question. Did you start using laptop? So the father said, of course. Didn't you see the water that I gave to you? A glass of water that I gave you? What was under that? Laptop only. Started using laptop as what? Tray to give water to people. He said, everybody who comes to now our house, I give that laptop as the tray and water. Now, the daughter has to do what? She has to make the father sit, open the laptop, explain to him what all can be done in the laptop. Then the person will be able to use that laptop the most. We all are also using laptops, isn't it? But we also have not understood the real capacity of that laptop. Most of us use laptop for playing games. at home, not in the office, because office they have not installed any games. But at home we do that. Some people use laptop just to watch YouTube. One video after another video after, but in laptop so many other things are possible. Alarms can be put, Microsoft Word, Excel, this, that, every calculation can be done, emails can be checked. Only when we understand the value of it, we will be able to use that thing to the best, and we will be able to get the best. Similarly, we all are staying here in this holy land of Adi Shankara Nilayam in Chinmaya International Foundation, organization established by Pujya Gurudev. If we don't know the value of this place and of Pujya Gurudev, we will be either not using the real benefit, misusing, probably abusing also. So the sessions that are going to follow right from today are meant to give you an overview of Pujya Gurudev's life, of his vision behind Chinmaya Mission, behind Chinmaya International Foundation. We will also see about Adi Shankaracharya's life, little bit about our Illam also, so that people staying here will really get benefited out of it. You go to any other place for working, you will get salary, you will get work experience, you will get friends. That will happen in any other part of the world also. But there is something very, very special that you will get and which you will get only here. And that is the spirituality which you will not get anywhere else. In marketing terms, each product has got a USP. USP, unique selling point. What is that for us? That is the spiritual base that our organization has got. If we don't get that and we get everything else, I made nice, so many friends, and we used to go out and then have fun, and then we used to go to this hotel and don't take few people but only go few people and enjoy, and then share pictures, not with everybody, only with few people. That will be there everywhere else. Anywhere else you go for job, all those things will happen. You will meet people, you will get salary, you will get promoted, all that thing will happen. Here you will get something that you will not get anywhere else. If that thing you don't get it here, then you have gone to Agra but not seen Taj Mahal. Got the laptop but don't know how to use it. Right? So with that thought in mind, we have planned some sessions that we are going to start from today. Right? So let us start. So the title that we have given to this series is Chinmaya Parichaya. Parichaya means introduction, okay? We are not going to see everything in detail, but just introducing all things. Those who want to take notes, please feel free to take notes, no problem. In mobile, in whatever way you want to, you are free. And the 3-point tagline that we have used is know, live, transform. First we should know, then we should put it in practice and transform yourself as well as others. Now, there is one more reason why we should know about Pujya Gurudev, Adi Shankaracharya ji, etc. We will come to that now. Can you recognize them? Huh? Anyone? This is Shivaji Maharaj, okay. Sachin Tendulkar, okay, very good. Gurudev. Gurudev is also there. Lata Mangeshkar is also there, very good. This one person you have not recognized. Okay. Now, clear? See, you did not recognize Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Everybody did not recognize all other people, but now do you recognize? Lata Mangeshkar, you know. Sachin Tendulkar, you know. Gurudev, you know. Shivaji Maharaj, his mother Jizabai, you know. APJ Abdul Kalam, you know. What is common in all of them? Let us start from basic. What is common in all of them? They all are humans. I told you let us start from basics. They all are humans. Then one similarity only among all of them. All are Indians. They were born in India. Sunil? They are all well reputed people. It is not that I have to explain to you who was who, etc. Isn't it? Basically, they all are great Indians. Correct? Now think. Were they born great or did they become great? If you say they were born great, then the childhood pictures you should have recognized because they were born great. Did you recognize them? So, were they born great or did they become great? They became great. Can we become great? Possible? No. What is this? Where are they? Where am I? You may think that we may become, but I know myself, I cannot become. Can you say like that? Can we become great or not? It's a complete different matter altogether whether to be famous is to be great or not. That we are not going into. That topic I am not even touching. But can we become great? Is it possible? Technically, theoretically, practically we will see. Theoretically, is it possible or not possible? It is possible. It is possible. Then what is stopping us from becoming great? If theoretically it is possible, then what is stopping us from becoming great? Anybody? Mind is stopping. Okay. Actions. Our actions are stopping. Okay. We all know what it is to become great, correct? Can we say that we don't have right instruments to be great? No, we have. All those people also had 2 hands, 2 legs, eyes, nose, ear, tongue, mind, brain, that much only. That we also have got, isn't it? Enough financial support to stand on our own leg, that much we also have got. So what is stopping us? What is stopping us is the gap between ideal me and actual me. Careful. Who is an ideal me? I should get up at 5:30 in the morning. I should go for walk. I should do some kind of exercise. I should not eat too much. I should sleep correctly in time. Ideal me. I should work with maximum efficiency, should not make mistakes, should come to every place right on time. This is ideal me. And who is actual me? 7 o'clock also somebody wakes up, I will not get up. We will put 50 alarms. I really know a person who puts 50 alarms. I am not joking. Still there is an option of snooze. On top of snooze there are 50 alarms put. 7, 7:2, 7:4, 7:6, like that it goes. Till 8:40, 8:50, the alarm is going on and on and on. Every time we decide, I am not going to eat much, okay? Last time I ate and stomach was paining. I am going to control. 3 hours. 3 hours this control will stay. The moment I see dosa. Eat. Why? You don't know next when are we going to get dosa. Eat. Isn't it? So there is a gap between this ideal me and actual me. If I can bridge this gap, I will become great. The thing with them and us is the difference is only that whatever they decide, they do. Whatever we decide, we just decide. We don't do. Right? So, a very simple secret of success. Very simple. See, these are all very big topics, okay? They themselves can take 1 hour, 1.5 hours to cover, and I am not going to do that. Very simple secret of success is there. To become successful, to be great, you need 3 things. Number 1, you need to have vision. Vision should be noble. Noble means what? Not that my vision is I want to destroy Ernakulam. That cannot be the right vision. I want to destroy India. No. Vision should be such which will benefit maximum people. Noble vision should be there. High vision should be there. Today I am getting up at 7 o'clock. From tomorrow I will get up at 6:59. 1 minute is what? That is my vision. No, no. Vision should be big and noble. Followed by what? Inspiration. See, vision most of us have got. That's why that ideal me is there. No? That ideal me comes from vision only. We already know what we want to become. So, vision is there. Inspiration lacks. That's what Chechi was telling when she said action. Actions are lacking. We know what we are supposed to do, but we are not able to do it. Why? No inspiration. That's why we find inspiration with different things. Go alone for walking, won't work. Take 5 people with you. Why? Inspiration. Because 5 of us are going together, therefore we will go. You see gym, you want to join gym, let us both join together. Why? Alone, I know I won't get up and go there. Because somebody else is there, then I have to keep my name, no? I have to tell that person that I was not sleeping. So I say, I got up, come, let us go. Some kind of inspiration. Vision followed by inspiration. Now sometimes what happens when we have that inspiration also, we start doing something but difficulties come. Rain, cold. I have decided, I started also, inspired also to do, but difficulties come. Then what is required? Persistence is required. Persistence means what? I will keep trying it unless I get it. Stop not till the goal is reached. Till then I will not stop. That is called as persistence. So when vision plus inspiration plus persistence, then I will be a successful person. I will become a great person. Vedji, this is theoretical stuff. You are telling us, we also tell to everybody the same thing. Now you are sitting on stage, therefore you are telling. Tomorrow if we sit on the stage, we will tell the same things. But the question is, how to do it? How to develop these qualities? How should I develop my vision? How should I get inspired? Every time if I need somebody else to inspire me, then why are we humans? Humans have got this unique capacity to be inspired themselves and plus inspire so many other people. The pictures that I showed you in the beginning, they were inspired and they inspired so many other people, generations of people. Shivaji Maharaj is inspiration even now for so many people. For so many people who want to make career in sports, Sachin is inspiration. In singing, Lata Mangeshkar is inspiration. Gurudev is inspiration for so many people. APJ Abdul Kalam, how a statement should be, how a scientist should be, how should you have a grand vision for nation. He is an inspiration. So they became great because they knew how to develop these. And one of the methods to develop these qualities is what is mentioned as through the life of great people. You read the life story of great people, you will read their autobiography, their biographies, you watch the movies, then you become inspired. So many times it happens, no, some patriotic movie, etc. We go and we watch and we are inspired. Yes, now I want to do something. What I want to do, that I don't know, but you come out like that only. Then suddenly you will call everybody, Virji, we need to change. Oh, correct. Correct, we need to change. No, where is world going? It is not going anywhere. It is there. But why? Because today I watched a movie, patriotic movie. So suddenly what happened? Sponge of inspiration today. Tomorrow morning, whatever Bhagat Singh has done inspires only when we watch that. After that, next day morning, we are same. So unless we keep inspiring ourselves, we will not be able to get these qualities in us. And therefore, what we must do is study the life of great people. Right? And that's why the 3-point subtitle was given. Know, live, transform. Not think. Know, live, transform. Right? Now, on this, there is one very beautiful video of Pujya Gurudev. Because we are going to see life story of Pujya Gurudev, we must listen to him only. Right? So, let us see.
You act on, unperturbed by the various obstacles that might arise in your path. When Mother Ganges starts from the peaks of the Himalayas, she has already decided to go and reach Bay of Bengal. She is flowing down millions of gallons of water per minute. Do you think that her path is red carpet? This way, please, this way? No. Every square inch there are obstructions. Small pebbles on the roadside, on the bed of the river, gives a beautiful melody, a songful sound from the water rumbling through it. When she meets a little obstacle, she gracefully jumps over it. If that obstacle is a little higher and she cannot jump over it, she doesn't just stop there and despair, saying that, what can I do? She collects her white sari and goes around it, foam and lather around. Supposing she meets a range of mountains, she can't jump over it, she can't go around it, she doesn't, she giggles, takes it a joke, and rubbing her shoulder at the foot of the mountain, she goes, and she knows that the mountain cannot be for eternal time. It may be 1 mile or 2 miles, and where the mountain is ended, she turns around the mountain and again proceeds in the same direction that she had decided for the peak of the Himalayas. Ultimately, she pours herself into the Bay of Bengal and reaches all the 7 oceans of the world. Think. Be like Mother Ganges. You have a goal, no doubt. And the higher the goal, greater you must expect obstacles en route. But no obstacle should upset you. Meet them diligently. Where it can be jumped over, jump over. If you cannot, go around it. If you not, wait, proceed, and when the obstacle is ended, turn again and continue your direction. That is the way to achieve things. Achieving great things in life cannot happen by eating and sleeping. And then say that, I am an unlucky man, nothing is happening, what can I do, Swamiji? Bad times have come, the stars are not all right, the local people are not supporting. It's all stupid excuses. A real man of action, he pursues his path and reaches his destined goal or determined goal by himself.
Clear? Gurudev in 3 minutes is explaining about that persistence. How should I persist? More obstacles, there is a very famous saying, when the going gets tougher, the tough gets going. When it is easy, everybody can do it. When it is tough to do it, real tough person will do it better. So, you see, 3-minute clip can give us so much of inspiration. You imagine if every day we do like that, little bit, we keep learning, every day we will be inspired. And it will become so much practice that we don't even have to watch it now. Just remembering will give us inspiration. Doctors, etc., they give prescription. Have you seen that RX? They put RX and then they tell tablet name 1-1-1. Means what? 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. Why? Because one tablet, the effect will last only for few hours. So after that you have to take another tablet. After that you have to take another tablet. This inspiration is also like that only. You watch something, you read something, the inspiration comes, but it stays only for some time. After that, you have to take another tablet of inspiration. And an infinite source of inspiration is life of our Pujya Gurudev. So what we will do now, starting from now, is we will learn some of the things that made Gurudev great in his life. So when we are just seeing his life, don't just take it as a story. Nice story is there, he was born here and then. How many of you have seen Pujya Gurudev's that video, movie made on him, On a Quest? So many of you have seen. So you already know the story. Many of you have not seen also, that's okay, we will see. But you know the story, but still there are so many things which we don't know. Everything cannot be told in the movie, isn't it? So all those things, small things, some of the letters written by Pujya Gurudev tell so much about what was his vision, what was his thinking. Some of his videos, some of the experiences of other people who were with Pujya Gurudev say something about them. That also teaches us so much. So in coming classes, starting from today, what are we going to do is see Pujya Gurudev's life and what all things we can learn. That's what we are going to focus on so that we can bring that in our own life. Unless the purpose behind the action is clear, we won't be putting our 100%. So be clear about why this session, why this class is necessary. Because only if you know that clearly, you will know why to come here and why to attend. Alright? So purpose is twofold. Number one, where we are staying, we should know the glory of that place, of the institution. Without that, it is going to Agra without and not seeing Taj Mahal. Right? So we should know that glory, number one. Number two, there are so many things that can be learnt for our spiritual progress, which we can learn from the stories of these great masters. So that is the purpose. Spirituality is what is unique at this place. If you don't get that, all other things so you will get everywhere else also. Now, without the delay, we will begin with the story of Pujya Gurudev. As I told earlier also that the people that we saw are not born great, they became great. So similarly, Pujya Gurudev also was born as a very simple child in an ordinary family. Remember that family becomes extraordinary after the child grows, isn't it? You go to Rameshwaram, now the school where Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam studied has become so famous and everybody goes there to see where he studied. At that time, nobody used to go. Even teachers not used to go. That's what he says. If you read his autobiography, that kind of school it was, and but now you see everybody goes there to see. So Pujya Gurudev was born in a Kerala house. Balakrishna Menon was his name. They used to call him Balan. On 8th May 1916 in Ernakulam, very close from our place, Of course, that house is not available now. There is a hospital at that place because we didn't know, no, he is going to become that great, isn't it? So, but the place is very close to where Shankaracharya is born here, and very close to this place Pujya Gurudev was also born. Next photo you can see his father, V.K. Kuttan Menon, two sisters, younger sisters, Padmini and Kanakam, and Pujya Gurudev's mother, Parukutti Menon. Actually, in her house, Pujya Gurudev was born. As the tradition goes in most of our Indian families, that the first child is born at mother's house, right? So, Gurudev was also born there. What special thing happened? Generally in Kerala, etc., we don't so much focus on the date of birth. Nakshatra, etc., is important, and that's why in CIF also we celebrate Pujya Gurudev Jayanti according to Nakshatra. So Pushya Nakshatra and Mesha, Masa, etc., etc. Evening 7:30 he was born around that time. What was so special about him? You see, when they say a metal comes in contact with Parasamani. Have you heard about Parasamani? Some people call it a sorcerer's stone. There is a stone supposed to be there. When a metal, iron, etc. comes in contact with that stone, the metal turns into gold. Similarly, in our life also we must have seen that we come in contact with some people and we transform. Actually, Pujya Gurudev's transformation started from very early. A very famous story is there about another great Mahatma, Sri Chattambi Swamigal. He was a great Mahatma, and the story goes that he used to visit Puttampalli house, the mother's house where Pujya Gurudev was there even as a child, and he was very fond of this small boy. Gurudev was at that time 2-year-old, and he will take him and will talk in some language which his mother and aunts and nobody used to, aunts etc., they used to not understand only what is he talking. We children use, so they thought, some gibberish, something, he is just making fun with the child, he is just playing with the child. So one day, the mother could not control and asked Swamiji, this Chattambi Swamigal, what are you talking to him? Such a small child, 2-year-old, doesn't even understand anything. So Chattambi Swamigal said that what I talk only he can understand, and I have taught him everything that he needs to understand. Gurudev later on will recount this experience, and he will say that I don't remember the experience completely because I was very small, but I clearly remember the aura that Chattambi Swamigal had and the impact that he had on me. So that is one of the most striking things in his life. Very early, this is what happened to him. But of course, you see, most of us have also experienced in our life that unless some tragedy happens, we don't change. So such tragedy also happened in Pujya Gurudev's life. At the age of 5, his mother passed away, giving birth to his second sister, Kanakam, and then on, her eldest sister, Pujya Gurudev's mother's eldest sister, that was this Kochu Narayani Amma. That's what actually whenever Pujya Gurudev will what we say, refer as Amma, he will be referring to her, not to his real mother, because he was just 5-year-old when the mother passed away, and she was the one who took care of Pujya Gurudev and raised him. And you see, all his sisters, etc., you know, we have got opportunity to meet some of them. Now they are very old. At that time when they were there also, and they all say that he was a very, very notorious child. You can't even imagine that such a child can later on become a great sannyasi and a famous, world-renowned teacher, etc. They could never imagine. And he used to always run around and do mischief and will not sit at one place. But there was a rule in their family that whatever you may be doing, wherever you may be working or school or college, whatever, in the evening you have to attend that arati, puja. Gurudev says that puja used to go for hours, and children are just, restless, they are sitting, they don't know what to do. So he used to find any one reason for him to run away from that place and go. But then he understood that this Amma of his, this Kochunarani Amma, she will not allow. She will allow it for two sisters, but to him, she will not allow. So he has to sit. So then he said that this little Balan, he writes about himself, started to have some game. And what was the game? This was the game. In their family altar, there was a beautiful picture of Lord Shiva. The picture actually that I have put is a replica of that picture. It was exactly similar picture, of course not with this quality. In the olden days, that kind of quality of printing, but the same picture was there in Pujya Gurudev's family house, and he used to just look at Lord Shiva's form and then close his eyes and try to visualize that form. So he will visualize everything, that there are, Jata is there, and then Chandrakala is there, and then snakes are there, and his Kamandalu is there, and how is he sitting, how is his posture, how is his eyes closed, etc. All these things he will try to imagine in his mind about Lord Shiva. Now, this is actually one of the very, advanced stage of meditation. In Saguna Dhyana, at a very advanced stage, seekers are, finding it difficult to do this. But Gurudev used to do it at a very early age without even understanding that he is doing something great. Gurudev writes at one place that became so, inborn habit into me that I will not sleep unless visualizing that form. So even afterwards, when I went to other place, when I am not at home, before sleeping I will just close my eyes, visualize that Lord Shiva's form and then sleep. The point that I want to make here is, such small things in life later on go on to make a big difference. Right? And that is what we see in Pujya Gurudev's life also. So these small things in life, that's what make a huge impact. Something that has happened as a very small occasion or small incidents later on goes out to become a huge, life changer in our life also. Right? So that's what we see even in Pujya Gurudev's life. Maybe the incidents of Chatambi Swamigal talking to him, or the incidents of his mother dying at a very young age for him, or these small sadhanas that he used to do, which he didn't even know that they are spiritual practices, but he used to do. These later on went on to become a big life changer for them. It is also important to note that Pujya Gurudev, like all of us, had a very simple schooling and college, etc. So his schooling, college, all these, up to graduation, everything happened in Thrissur. That is because after his mother passed away, they shifted to father's house. Father got married again, etc. So his schooling, etc. happened in Thrissur. If I am not wrong, Vivekodayam School in Thrissur is where Pujya Gurudev studied, and then St. Thomas College is where he did BA. After that, for his post-graduation, he went to Lucknow University to study masters in in arts, that is English literature, and along with that LLB. So 3 years course was there at that time. So then what happened in his life, that we will see in the next session. They always say good method of marketing is leave them unsatisfied. So what happened after that? You imagine a child who was naughty at home, when goes away from home, what must have happened? So that is what we will be seeing in our next session, right? We'll conclude. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.